tonight, I am fucking boiling. How are you all? How are we all? Ah, dear me. Caption gang. Hello, Caption gang. I'm afraid captions are a bit quiet today. What I mean by that is they're working. They're not, well, no, to be fair, they're doing alright. They're doing okay. Same as they normally do anyhow. Hello, Flicky Dicky. How are you doing? The wheel of the cheese go round and round and round and round and round. Yes, the wheel of the cheese do in fact do that, yes. Dear, I hope we're all doing well tonight. I feel like a broken record, but I'm way too fucking warm. The usual stuff, really. Nothing new, but oh my god. It especially hits me when I sit down to stream, because it's like, it's 10 till midnight. That's when I stream. So I sit down at 10 o'clock in the evening, and like, it's dark outside. If I have the windows open too much, I will get insects inside. So I can't have the windows open. I can have the fan on, but not too much, otherwise it's too loud in the microphone, and that's just awful. Like, I'm just surrounded by heat, and I feel like there's not much I can do about it. I've got oh dear, I was going to say I've got a bottle of water that's full of ice, and I've just looked at it, and all of the ice has melted. It's been in there not even 5 minutes. Goodness gracious me. I'm very hungry. Do you know what? I'm a little bit peckish too. I might get some food later on, but goodness me. I gotta go some food. Get some food. That sounds exciting, Blicky Dicky. What you gonna eat? My boyfriend, literally as I was about to unmute the microphone, turned to me and said, I'm going to go make nuggies. So I'm jealous. I've got some corn nuggies in the freezer. I could devour those right now with some beans and peas and waffles. Amazing. And when I say waffles, I mean potato waffles, not the sweet waffles. That would be a bit strange in that meal, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. And then you're swamped because you're hot. I don't know. I think it's the horrible temperatures and global climate crisis, but thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, dear me. Hello, Feywild. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Lovely emote you've got there. Alrighty. I've done barely any setup, so I can't wait for today's stream to crash and burn and die. But before that happens, let's, I was going to say play. Let's play around. There we go. Let's play around with some Creation Kit. Boom. Smooth transition. Alrighty, get used to hearing this BGM because it's going to be on through the entire thing. Tonight's plans include, I don't really know. Here's what one I made earlier. Here's what we were doing last time we were in Skyrim Creation Kit, which was God knows how long ago. We made a room, a little house, a little farmhousey bit. It's not too exciting, it's not too bold or inventive. It's got a little basement that hasn't had much done to it yet, and it's also got a cheese in jail, so it's a good place. It's not particularly exciting, but do you know what? We're happy with it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. There's not much more to do here at the moment. I'm only just sort of here because we need to be here. Oh my goodness. Hello, Bear's Hearth. Thank you for the hydrate, the posture check, the hydrate, and the hydrate. Stay hydrated, it's hot. Don't you worry. I've got a giant 2-liter bottle next to me, and I have been drinking it all day. I'm very hydrated. Thank you very much for the reminders, though. I appreciate that. Laying in bed waiting for painkillers to kick in, so I may fall asleep at some point. Sorry ahead of time. Honestly, I might fall asleep too on stream, so I'll see you there. That is absolutely fine. I hope everything is okay with you. I hope everything calms down. You have a nice, quiet, peaceful doze. Could do with a little nap right now. So yes, plans are not this. Oh, sorry, Bear's Hearth. Do you want me to actually have a drink of what? Okay. There we go. Did you hear that audible gasp? I drank it. Feywild, thank you for the double hydrates. I will continue to drink water, I guess. Okay, how many cheese wheels do you all have? Do I need to up the price of hydrate? Because more water. Okay. Can't dodge my hydration now. I can't. You're right. I can't leap out of it when it's paid in cheese wheels. Alrighty, I did have one vague plan for tonight, and it's not something that I want to, because here's the thing, at some point in time, I would love to make a mini, small, little, tiny, vague quest mod for Skyrim, or just like a nice house, you know. And this isn't particularly tied to anything at the moment, but I want to create a little treasure room. I want to make a purely a non-functional treasure room. I want to have like an area, you know, like the banks in WoW. Like you walk up to something and there's just like a display or like a grate or like a fence, and you can see behind it like this just sort of really opulent, really like glorious, beautiful treasury area. You can't interact with it. There's no like actual things you can click on, no chests, no anything you can open, but just a really pretty thing. I want to make something like that. And I don't know where to start, but I think that's the vague idea I've got going. I want to make a set piece like that. Nothing interactable, just sort of just a pretty thing that only looks good from certain angles, but you know. Oh, dear me, let's see, leap out of this right now. How many do I have? Oh, dear me, help. I'm not telling you how many I have, but it's enough to make it rain. Did someone say rain? Hello, Kent. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay. Is this a new thing? Is this a new Twitch thing? Just spam the cheapest redeem? Just spam hydrates? Oh, dear. I appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Thank you for the posture check as well, Flicky Dicky. I am in the same posture I sat down in, and yet I'm still not in a good posture. I shall check myself. Oh, wonderful. Right. I was about to roll up my sleeves, but I'm wearing the shortest sleeve shirt I have because it's fucking boiling. Where do we start? Let's turn off the fancy lighting for now. It's because we all know how thirsty you are. Slash innocent. Sure. I'm sure you're innocent, Feywild. I'm sure. Do you know what, Feywild? You're probably the most innocent person I know. Obviously. Right, so I'm thinking, do we have... Here's the thing. What I'm going to do is just click on all in the object window here. I'm going to expand it a bit. We're just going to type in treasure. We might as well just see what we're working with, you know? Just sort of plump stuff down. Ooh, I could just make a new cell. Let's make a new cell. Do I remember how to do that? AAA, delete when done, test Jeremy. Yaha. Do I remember AA? I think it's AA marker, isn't it? Markers, yeah. I think I remember. So you duplicate cell, and you've got markers. Ooh, not that. This is the duplicate one. We're going to go there. And then, for some reason, the table's reset. We're going to rename it. No, we're going to edit it. There we go. Oh, God, are we going to edit it? No, we're not going to edit it. That was the wrong... We made some bad decisions. We're going to delete everything that isn't nav mesh, I think. It's been a hot minute since I've used this software. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, delete, whatever. Get rid. And then... F2? It's F2. I remembered a button. I'm sure this is exciting to watch. And let's call it... treasure room, because I am nothing if not predictable, and if you put AA at the start of it, it'll appear at the top of the list and make your life easier. So of course I will be doing that. There we go. Wonderful. We now have a blank cell to work with instead of just a house stuck in a corner, you know, something we don't really care about. Bear's Hearth. Let me get a drink before I read this. For you. I love you. You're a super cool, amazing, fabulous, beautiful potato. And that's the good ones, with the butter, cheese, and beans. Fuck, I forgot to have a baked potato today. You just reminded me. I said I was going to have a baked potato today, and I fucking didn't. Oh, I'm going to have one tomorrow now. Sorry, yes. You are wonderful and powerful, and can do everything you set your mind to. Thank you for giving me a slice of your time and your world, and for being my friend. You are worthy of every drop of love and attention you have, and I can't finish this. How fucking dare you? And deserve all the joy, success, happiness you experience. Damn, you so cool. Bear's Hearth, right back at you. Everything you said. Uno reverse card. That's what I'm. Go back to work. You go back to work and have a successful, productive work. I hope it goes well for you. Promise me pictures. I did. I'm so sorry, Feywild. Thank you for the hydrate. I did promise you pictures. I'll get you them tomorrow. I'm so sorry they're late. Please forgive. Like you bears half with the other half. Do you know what? I'm gonna have an empty bottle soon and I'll have to go and fill it up. This is what you're doing. It's not it's not okay. Dear, dear me. Right. We have an empty cell. Let's go and plonk an object in. Do we have an object that we like? No, we're searching treasure and we don't like it. I would like to look for jail. Sorry, I just bopped the microphone. That's going to happen at least more than once. Jail, jail, jail. Any sort of jail doors. Imp, jail, door. That's definitely Imperial. Okay. I like that as a vague idea. Let's put it... It's already at 0, 0. We don't need to care about that. Gonna get you one of those bear hats for Christmas, but you can only have it full of water so you can keep up with all these hydrates. Beer hats? No, I didn't quite understand what you meant by bear hat, but I was rolling with it. I was assuming it was like a hat that was not made out of bears. That would be horrendous. That was, you know, just like a bear's head on your head that you could just just wear a bear as a hat, like just a little like hat that's just a bear going, you know, little friendly bear hat going, drink water. And I don't know how you were going to fill it with water. I assumed it was like one of those like hot water bottles that's a stuffed animal, but is also a hat in this instance and looks like a bear. Beer. Beer makes a lot more sense, yes. Thank you very much. I look forward to it. Right. I was thinking one of those cutesy animal hats. Yeah, I was thinking like a little, well, it turned into a hot water ball, but yeah, something like that. Okay, that's a jail cell. Well, it's a jail door. It's a start. Because I'm sort of thinking something like, well, the bars. The bars are what we want, right? What are we looking for? Criminal jail time. I don't know what half of these bloody things are. Loose brick activator. What the fuck does that mean? Ah, wonderful stuff. That's definitely a jail door. I don't think that's what we want. We want something a bit thinner like this. Sort of. It's a bit chunky, that other jail door. I don't like it. These are the usable... Ooh, hello. Where did that go? These are the usable doors. And we don't... Here's the thing. I'm actively wanting this thing to be as unusable as possible. I don't want function. I want pretty. This is an experiment in making something that is purely non-functional and just looks pretty. Just has an aesthetic, you know? Just has a vibe. Let's set it to 0, 0. And in fact, 0. Boom. Sjoll, they were number 1. I'll remember one day, don't you worry. I appreciate the correction. Thinking too hard about... Feywild? What does that mean? Act as though I am a 4-year-old who has just stumbled upon a kitten and gone, what that? Explain it to me like I am a fool with approximately 1 brain cell. Because, yes, those are words. What? Hello? Alrighty, jail door frame, that's what we're using as an Imperial jail door frame. Yeah, that's good. And it's got this little icon, which means it is not a usable thing. Jail pole. Ooh, saucer, we can put poles in. That will be useful for the... I don't know what we're going to use the poles for, but probably something. Good to have. Not useful exactly, now that I think about it, but good to have. Actually, do you know what? We could plonk it over here and then... Boom. Yeah, okay, no, it does have a use. It does have a use. It's a terrible old SpongeBob reference from like 20 years ago. Feywild, I'm 22. Even if I did watch SpongeBob at 2 years old, I would not have the memory to remember that, but I appreciate the thought. I had a beer hat that had number 1 on it. Oh, well, that everything makes so much more sense now. Thank you for explaining. I now have an understanding. Thank you for educating me. I am a literal child. I appreciate that. Thank you. We've got a jail top. Oh, yeah, no, that's a jail top. All right. I don't know what I was expecting with a sentence jail top, but it was not that, and I'm glad we got that. All right, we've got jail walls. All right, so we can make a jail out of this. We can indeed. I'm thinking, what about sort of like, for some reason, the image I have in my head is the Ogrimmar Bank, which is not my favourite bank in the world, but it's the one that's in my head, you know. If I was to rate the WoW banks, I would not put Ogrimmar at the top. I'm gonna be honest, it wouldn't be Ogrimmar at the top. Undercity would be near the top because you can walk inside it, and that just makes it 10 times cooler. But for some reason, I'm getting Ogrimmar vibes. I think it's the what is this called again? The jail. That's it. It's the bars. That's it. I forgot the word for bars. I'm very sorry, I forgot I'm old. No, you're not old. I'm young and uninformed, and the world is a scary, dangerous place to me. I know nothing of its history and its culture. Oh, I've forgotten how to play. I was gonna say play this game. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, do I? Anymore. Did I ever know in the first place? Alright. Yeah, this is cute, but what if, hear me out, what if we put like pillars in between? So we didn't necessarily make it join up. We could put like a wooden pillar there, give it a good nice like structural framing, and then we can just have these bits filling in the gaps. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Don't know what we're going to use it, but you know, it'll be there somewhere. It'll do something. I love the old SpongeBob. Here's the thing, I have no strong feelings about SpongeBob. I have not really watched it. It's one of those things that like you occasionally see it on TV and be like, oh yeah, that's a thing. I never really like watched it. Like I know of it and I know of the characters and stuff, but I'm just really uninformed. It's never been a thing I've been particularly into. I'm sure it's wonderful. I have no problems with it. I just also have no opinions on it really either. Oh, that is so much better. Dun 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 dun. That is absolutely what we want. That's the way better vibes than rusty old whatever the fuck this is. It's like orange and stuff. It's beautiful. I love it. Oh, hello. I love it. I was 11 when it first showed up on TV. Really interesting. I present a link. Hello, British Royal. I presume it's a spud. It is a spud. It's a very sleepy spud. Aww. Would everyone like to look at the spud if they don't want to click on the link? There you go. Here's a spud. Boom. One spud. Look at the... My darling, I love you so much. That is the lowest resolution spud we have ever seen, and it's the most adorable one. I love it so much. Thank you very much for these spud gifts. He's snoozing. He is, in fact, snoozing. Look at his little rug. He sleeps on a little rug. It's so fucking cute. What a baby. I love him so much. Alrighty. I remember the original episodes very well. Honestly, that's amazing. I love that. Shh. Spud is sleeping. Low poly spud. Yeah, pretty much. It's. We could submit that to that Twitter account. That's low poly, like low poly animals. Just like, yeah, it's an animal. It's low poly. It's not in a video game, but it's you know. It's, oh dear, it's a blanket. I'm so sorry. What was I calling it? Heaven knows, probably a throw at this point. Right. What the fuck was this called? Was it this one? It was. All right. SMDF. Hello? What the fuck is this? What is this? I have no memory of this piece. I can't scroll around it. Camera. Hello. There we go. Oh dear me. I'm not very good at controlling the camera in a game, and you waddle into this software and the camera controls are somehow even worse. It's amazing. Like, how is it? I want to rotate around. Oh my god. Yeah, we don't like that piece. It's scary. Oh dear me. And Not a Brain Time will sound in 6 minutes. Excellent. I look forward to it. What am I? Where was it? SMD. So that's a jail. That's just a full-on jail. What's SM? Oh, there's a hole in that one. There's a hole in that one. Oh, we could make use of that. As annoying as these pieces are to move around, we could make use of that. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen that layout before, or if I have, I can't remember. Anyone who's played Skyrim happen to remember anywhere that looks a bit like this? Or can figure out the riddle of SMD? SMDF cell jail 02. I haven't got a bloody clue. SM. I haven't played Skyrim in a long time, so honestly, most Skyrim things are just not in my brain, so it could be very explanatory. It's not Solitude. That's not SM. That would be weird. So yeah, jail cell 2 is one with a hole in the wall. I like that. The whole UI like program looks complicated. I don't know what half... No, that's being generous. I don't know what 90% of these buttons do, but the ones that I do know are useful. You know, it's a funky little program. I love it very much. Has been brought up. I want baked potatoes for dinner tomorrow. Me too. I haven't had them in a long time, and they're kind of warm, and it's kind of warm weather, so it's not like, you know, it's not what you typically think of. However, I really want some. I haven't had them in a long time. Bears Hearth mentioned them to me last night, I think it was, and I was like, I'm gonna have jacket potatoes tomorrow, and I'm gonna send you pictures of it, and I completely forgot until about 10 minutes ago. Oh well. All right, so it's a bit sad that we can't find any more of these. It's a wonderful piece, but we don't pay too many corners for it. All right, this is a good start. This is a nice base to work from. The fuck is this? What? How do we want to incorporate this? If this is to be something that is non-functional and just a design piece, just a pretty thing to look at. Oh, do you know what we could do? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so move you over there, friend. Set you to 0, 0, because you are the new centerpiece for now. Until we decide we don't want you there and we move everything else around to fit you and blah, 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 blah. The usual stuff. The usual stuff. What we're going to do is... I'm having nuggies. Well, I will be in 6 minutes. I am jealous already. I hope you enjoy them. Yeah, what if we can just, like, fill in the gap with this thing, huh? How do we reckon that'll work? Ooh. Ooh. Let's turn off all clipping because it looks a bit silly. There we go. Something like this. Okay, that's a start. I like that. Ooh, I like that. If we can obviously hide the wooden beams a bit more so they're not just jamming out the walls, that would be nice. Set it a bit further back. That's not too far back, is it? No, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, that's a good start. I like that. That's a cute. Yeah, it looks like it's. It looks like sort of. There's a vault behind it. The people have been trying to break into. If there was one of these with like slightly bent bars, I would fucking go for it. You have no idea. That sounds amazing. Okay, so that's gorgeous. But what if we just threw down Imperial jail bars to just in theory see what these look like compared to it? Ooh, hello, there we go. Baby dough and cheese with some butter. Oh, I fucking want that so much. It's a shame they take about an hour to cook at the very least. Otherwise, I would make some after stream and I would have a wonderful time doing it. Maybe I will. Maybe I honestly will. Look, nothing can hold me back now. Sadly, my nuggies aren't shaped as dinosaurs. That is very true. The shape of a nuggie does determine the flavour. It surprisingly does. Dino nuggies, I know, right? I could go for some dino nuggies right now. We've got some corn nuggies in the fridge. I think I've already mentioned this once in the stream already. That's just how hungry I am. I could kill for some corn nuggies right now, but I also don't really want to eat on stream. It feels a bit weird. So what we're going to do, shove you down there. I don't know which I prefer. I think I prefer the sort of the, yeah, I prefer that one 100%. With the sort of the wood underneath it, it's got like a nice, I was going to say words that probably meant something, but I don't have words. I don't use proper words. What are they? So this is the one without the hole in it. How do you snap together? Do you snap together? What piece are you a larger part of? How do you interact with the world? I am eager to know. Tell me all about yourself. SMDF Cell Jail 1. I wish to know your secrets. Well, you've got a little gap in between you, so you're not perfect. You're not meant to go next to each other, which is okay. You are not perfection, but we do not wish to achieve perfection, so that's all right. Oh, I think that was the Nuggie alarm, everyone. Oh yeah, no, they're not meant to go together. Interesting. We should definitely use that at some point in time. Blimey, music's getting a bit loud. Calm down, ancient stones, as this piece is apparently called. Oh dear, do shout at me if anything becomes too loud, because I am not gonna notice, quite frankly. I have dino pasta in the pantry. Oh, that sounds great. We got given some Christmas pasta for, shockingly, Christmas. And it's like little present shapes. It's so cute and daft. We are probably going to use it at some point in time, but oh my goodness, like it's so silly. I love it. SMDF. Do you know, let's just type that in. SMDF. What do we got? Ooh, oh, it's a whole thing. The fuck is it? I was gonna put you a potato in the oven. I would marry you if you did that. But then I realised the pain of having to wash them. They're washed. They're pre-washed. You just have to put some oil on it and then like salt it and pepper it and then if you put a potato in the oven for me,
What temperature?
Ooh, what temperature? Does anyone know how to make a baked potato?
Got your 200.
200's fine, yeah. I was thinking 180 or 200. I think it's 200, yeah. 200's fine. Maybe 180. Turn it down to 180 and put it in for an hour and a half. So, like, put it in when you're done with your stuff and I'll eat it then. 40 minutes at 400. Okay, what's Fahrenheit to Celsius?
400, I'm going to guess around about 180.
400 F2C.
Not 180.
204. Yeah, 200 minutes or 200 minutes, fuck's sake. 200's fine. If it's 200 now, that's okay. Ah, dear. And I don't like to buy shaped pasta whenever I want. Hell yeah.
Where the potatoes hiding?
Bag in the kitchen, I think, on the floor. Because we love sanitary practices around here.
Where are you going to put them?
Well, not on the floor, ideally. Anyhow, I'm an adult and can buy shaped pasta whenever I want. I've already read that comment, but you know what? Yes, I agree. Here in Sweden, everyone makes moose-shaped pasta. Moose-shaped. That sounds incredibly complicated, and I love it. Ah, dear. Thank you, Feywild, for teaching me how to bake a potato, by the way. I appreciate it. This is knowledge I deeply need, but deeply lack. Right. What the fuck is SF, this SM even? There's so much of it. What's it supposed to stand for? This is such a... It's probably something really fucking obvious, and I'll put one piece down and be like, oh, I recognise that. What's the college called? Winterhold College. Yeah, it's definitely not SM, but it looks like that. It just looks like Skyrim shit, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I don't know if I'd call it particularly entrances. We've got... It looks like Solitude interiors. It just looks like, I don't know, fancy Skyrim interiors. I can't place it. I cannot place it. I think it is too vague. Not that it matters. I'm just interested. Oh, what's that? Is that a roof? Oh, it sure is. It's a fancy little... Yeah, it's a little roof. Cute. We don't want one of those, but it's a nice thought. Tell you what, I'm just going to shrink this window down a little bit while we're working with these. Let's zoom right on back. We've got arches for the ceiling. Arches for the cell. Arches for the cell. What is this? I have no idea. I've never seen these pieces before. What are you? Are you a walkway? A strange walkway. Sharing my potato-based knowledge. It is very appreciated. Arch cell out. They're bloody uncontrollable is what they are, quite frankly. I don't... Oh, dear me. How does one move such objects? Not like that. Right. Walk int. So what kitchen? Kitchen. There's just a furnace there. I don't know what any of this is. I have no memory of these things. We've got a doorway. We've got a little door frame. That's probably going to be useful at some point in time. Although, is it? Is it? Does it function how I think it does? Maybe not. Nope. It does not. Right. I need to actually look at what I'm looking at here. Columns. Entrance. That might be better. Ent. Yes, that's better. That's perfect. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we needed. Oh, entrance. Ooh. Oh, the floors. A bit. Well, no, the floor's all right. It just looks a bit wonky, but I think it's meant to, question mark. It's a wonky floor. We're allowed to have wonky floors every now and then. There's nothing clipping there. It's just a bit wonky. Yeah, that might just be the viewer, quite frankly, the editor. Okay, so that's good. Entrance, that. And then we've got, what's this? This is an entrance with a door on it, which probably doesn't function as a door, but just looks like a door. We like to see it. What we are going for is, in fact, non-functional. That's a very wide door. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that beastie. That's spooky as fuck. We don't want that, though. It's big. We want small. Ah, is that the only entrances? Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I have no idea what this is, what any of this is supposed to be. Alright, well, do you know what? If we're gonna build up a scene, and we only have 2 hours, let's focus and let's stick small. This is going to be our room. It's going to be a bank. You walk in, and here is your bank. There's going to be maybe something in the corner, like a little like a desk or something over here, and you're gonna get a glimpse through here, through the broken wall that's been like hastily rebuilt to reassure the customers. You're gonna get a glimpse of the vaults. That's, yeah, because we only have this little tiny view area that we have to work with, so it doesn't have to be perfect. We can cheat the system and make it look completely fucked up from the outside, but all we care about is how it looks from the inside. Ooh, yes. You can also microwave potatoes, but it takes a higher wattage to do correctly. Ah, yes. Here's the thing, I don't need to do it quickly, so if my beautiful boyfriend is offering to shove a potato in the oven for me, I will not say no. Send a picture of the moose pasta on the Discord. Oh my word, that is moose pasta. Moose. I love that. That looks so silly. It's very similar in structure to the little like Christmas pasta I was on about, or the present pasta. I can't remember what it was now. Hell yeah, I love that. That's amazing. Ah, dear. Moose pasta. Yes, moose pasta. Pasta made by moose. Meese? No, it's definitely not meese. Right. Okay, I'm happy with that. We don't need to focus on SMDF anymore. Let's put a fucking door in the place. Actually, let's not search door. We've done that before and it's gone badly. Let's go to the section entitled doors. There we go. Oh dear. And this is really, it's a minor detail adding a door right now. We don't really need it. Oh, we could put a black door. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it it's the Vault of the Dark Brotherhood. No. Maybe not. Oh dear. Moost. Creation Club placeholder door. The fuck are you? Who can say? Auto door 01. Cave door load. Oh yes, no, these are definitely all things. That's just a black abyss. We want like an actual, yeah, like a door, just like a door. Boom, door, but not like that. One that fits. Oh, which one fits? Imperial wall oh goodness me. Imperial jail door. Where the fuck have you gone? Hello? Hello? I'm looking for the door. Oh, that's one of those. That could work. Does it fit? And no, I don't like that. It's yeah, I don't think it fits, but also the dark abyss of the void is very clearly visible, and that's not what we want. We want invisible void. We want the void to only be visible when one is opening the door and it's just sort of a black abyss on the other side. Imperial well door, metal cage, Markarth Warrens. Oh my god, there's so many doors. Markarth door. Ooh, fancy as fuck. Some would say too fancy. Ooh, it kind of fits the bank vibe. I like the colours. The colours work well, especially with this thing. I like that in theory. Local trans. There we go. This little button up here, you probably can't see it on stream because I can barely see it on here and I'm not viewing it in 480. It's a local gizmo orientation. So when you're using this little widget here to move things around, it basically toggles whether you're moving it based on the actual like directions of the world and space you're in, or whether you're doing it based on which way the object is facing. And the little icon says local trans because it'd be like local translation, whatever. But it just makes me happy that local trans. It's oh yes, the local trans. That'd be me. All right. I kind of like that. Should we see how that works? We're not gonna pop into the game just yet, but I'm gonna leave that for now. See how it works in theory. But I love the colours. I love the look of that very much. It fits. It does fit. I mean, it's not the right size for it. Like, it's sort of, it definitely isn't built for this space. But if it doesn't look wonky when it opens, I love how that looks in that space. That's gorgeous. I mean, even if like the floor is a bit weird, we could just lift it up so it's not embedded in the floor. It'll be embedded in the roof a bit more, but you know. A tiny bit further down. Yeah, let's leave it like. Actually, no. Let's just put it back to where it was and see what it looks like. And if it's balked and doesn't work, then it's balked and doesn't work. We change it, but I would like it to work. Give it a good shot. Give it a good shot. Yay. Right. That's there. Good. We're making vague progress in some fashion. What now? Well, let's settle on this interior bit. Let's design this. I think what we want is something noble. That tends to be the vibe we're going for. Because if we're building up a bank, you want the fanciest furniture inside your bank. You don't want no farmhouse furniture. You want noble shit, right? It's nice to work on such a small area for once, because like, here's the thing. I'm just gonna save this quickly because it's gorgeous and I love it. Here's the first thing I ever built in Skyrim Creation Kit. It's a fairly hefty Dwemer ruin that has 2 different parts and is weird. Then I built a house, which is small and only has 1 floor, but it's still, you know, averagely sized. Then we built this house, which is the one I've been doing on stream, which is actually quite big and probably the most detailed thing I've done so far. So do you know what? It's nice to work on tiny fucking room. You know, it's nice to just have 1 room and just put an obscene amount of detail into it. So as soon as you load into it, it just crashes everything. I like that. Little decorative scenery shit. It's good fun. Alrighty. Noble chairs. Probably want one of those at some point in time. Not necessarily now, but and of course, static. Maybe we could have 1 usable thing. I know what I've been saying so far is this is going to be an entirely unusable thing. It's only for looks. It's only for aesthetic. It's a decorative piece, you know. It is set dressing, and nothing more, nothing less. But we could maybe have a functioning chair. No, we won't. We're not going to do. We are not going to go back on ourselves. If we are going to make it a set piece, it's got to be a set piece. We can have a little corner shelf somewhere. Depends how it fits. It's a nice idea. I like the corner shelves. Well, quite frankly, they fill a corner. But no, they do feel nice. It's nice little. They fill in little awkward gaps. You can just put little bits and bobs on, like ooh, a coin pouch and stuff. They're funky. They're cute. I'm gonna put you over there because I have. What's the thing that I used in the farmhouse? Let's go find out. We have access to the farmhouse. Where's it gone? A test house. That's what it's called for reasons unknown. What's the thing I used for the kitchen bar? I like this. What are you called? Counter. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? It is in fact a counter. Let's type in counter, see what we get. We've got common counters, which are very common looking. Only the riffraff uses such things. Yeah, this is good. I like this. This is what I wanted. 100%. 100%. Alrighty. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So we've got corner that one, corner that one. Oh, so it's a corners. Got corners that go this way, corners that go that way. How many corners do you need? We've got loads of them. Corners for all your purposes. All your corner-based needs. I don't know where that one goes, but it definitely goes somewhere. Counter lean marker. Counter left. Counter right. Counter straight. I like this little corner one. That's very cute and funky. It'll probably suit quite nicely for the vibe we are going for. Where do we put it though? My heart says in this corner because we're sort of visually when you walk in, we probably want something a bit nice here. Maybe we should put the counter here. Is that too much? Is that too far over? Because we want something visually in the middle, something visually in this corner, and then the visual thing on this side is going to be the view of the vault, right? That's the sort of the thing on there, drawing our attention that way. So we want it to look balanced. We want something over here, but also maybe something in the middle. I'm unsure. I also, obviously based on the space of this thing, I want tight, cramped vibes. I don't know if you could tell. That's kind of what I want right now. That feels groovy, it does. Where's the ends? Is it left and right? Is that what you call them? Sure. Sure. Let's plonkle you there. Why are you not arranged in this? There we go. I had to just twiddle it. Oh, you don't like that at all, do you? Alright, let's say fuck you to the corner. The corner appears to be a rebel. A rebel? Yes, a rebel. I think I meant to say rebel, but it definitely don't come out like that. I'm gonna put you there. You don't go there. Where the fuck do you go? What? Oh, you go like that. You're like a that piece? Oh, who knows? Definitely not me. Definitely not me. Let's not pretend to. Oh, so that's the only other corner. So these should match together. Oh, does it have to be? No. Why don't you glue together? What? Skyrim. Work, please. Thank you. Please, nicely. No. We shall not apply sense and logic. So I'm so hungry, I'm gonna go cook something. Sorry, I missed the rest of the stream. Don't you worry, go eat something. If you are hungry, go get some food. I have a wonderful evening regardless, don't worry. I will be here fiddling with a counter for the rest of the stream, quite frankly. Alrighty, Connor out. What do you do? Common counter. We don't want common counters. We're done with them. Counter corner in. Just refuse it. It just refuses to glue. Alright, fuck it. No corners allowed. We can work with that. Well, we can't, but we might be able to. In theory, we could. I'd rather not, but I really don't even... Okay, what? These counters are fucking awful to work with. I have decided these are the worst. They just don't seem to work together. They don't seem to cooperate at all. Like, this is the same piece. Doesn't glue together. Doesn't in any way mesh or gem. What am I... Let's do render into properties. Movement. Snap to grid. 16. Should that be 16? Let's do that as 10. Maybe that is... Maybe I've just fiddled with some settings somewhere and that's completely fucked everything up. Oh no, you still don't snap to you. Oh, you're at different height levels currently. That might not help. No, you still quite fucky wucky with each other. Nope, you don't. You don't do that, and that makes me sad. Do you do it on the other side? No, you do not. Why? Why don't you function? The nuggies have arrived.
I hope you're hungry.
Why is it a big potato?
No, that wasn't the issue.
Okay.
They're smaller potatoes, so I put 3 of them in.
3? Heavens above, I'm being made 3 baked potatoes. I didn't expect that.
They don't need to be wrapped in foil, right?
No, that's fine. Thank you very much, dear. Alright, let's continue our counter-based shenaniganry. How did I make it work in the test house? Let's pop back over there. Counter straight. Counter straight. It's just the counter straights and the counter right. So why doesn't it work? What am I doing wrong? Let's copy you and just drag you over to the treasure room. That seems a tad more sensible. Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Hello. Oh, I don't like that. I rotated it and everything just went. Oh, it falls apart. Oh, that makes me sad. Let's not do that then. Let's. Yeah, there we go. Oh dear. Let's duplicate you as intended, but turn off all forms of snapping so that we don't get that. That would be nice. Oh, shit. I didn't duplicate it. There we go. I was moving it on its own. So reckless. One must always leave a copy. Oh shit. Should not have done that. There we go. 3 more baked potatoes than anyone deserves to suffer. Are you not a fan of baked potatoes, Dave Mick? Are you not a fan? I'm in fact quite the fan. I'm a lover of baked potatoes, you could say. Not in a weird way. I enjoy eating them. Oh dear. Right. Okay, we have a counter. It's not the one I wanted, but we could make it work. I like the vibe of it much more than just the noble furniture. It fits this almost. I like it. Put it in this corner, sort of here. Here's the thing. Sooner or later, we should probably pop into the game and make sure this all works so far. Before we get too far into it, before we decide that this is the perfect room and the perfect design, we should probably, oh, why does that not work at all? We should probably, probably pop into the game and make sure we, everything looks at least normal. In fact, let's do that now. I'm just going to shove this back a tad. Over this way a little bit, just an inch or 2. There we go. Right, let's save. And what is this called? It is called AA Treasure Room. Let's open up Skyrim then. And I'm just going to mute the game because we've already got the soundtrack going in the background. We don't necessarily need to hear Skyrim humming away to itself. Alrighty. Right. C-O-C, that's not how you spell that. A treasure room. Welcome to a treasure room. We made it. Oh, okay. It opens... Oh, no. Oh, okay. It opens onto the Black Abyss. Alright, so we need to tweak with that. We might be able to bring it a bit further forward. Or maybe find a doorway without a Black Abyss. But that's an idea. The room is sufficiently creepy as fuck. I love that. We're obviously going to change that, but I like it. And this works. Yes, no? We've got some little window up there. It's a very small little cramped area. It's cute. I'd rate it. Yeah, sure. Alright, it is functional. That's what we wanted to know. I would not like help, please. I would like to quit. Thank you. There we go. Wunderbar. Right. Interesting that this opens into the void. I wonder if we could just shunt it over a tad. See if we can just... Because where were you? There. I like how deep it is in that door frame, but obviously if it doesn't work like that, we can just try and nudge it and see if we can make it work. Yeah, because it comes with its own pre-built void. Buy your Dwemer now. Comes with pre-built void. Yeah. It's not my favourite. Well, it really doesn't make much of a difference, does it? I'm really trying to care a bit too much right now, aren't I? Long as it doesn't stick out, that's fine. That's alrighties. I'll leave that for now and we can test it when we next hop back in. The counter, I'm not a fan of in its current formation, but quite frankly, I think the current formation is the only way to make it work. Oh, that's how it definitely feels. Let's fiddle with this one up here. I'll probably regret this, but see if we turn on snapping and we move this one out. It just doesn't work. It doesn't snap together. It does if you nudge them all. Blah blah blah. Sorry, I've turned into a sim. Alright, you counter pieces of counteriness. That's counter left. Is it counter right we're using? It's counter left and right we're using. Yeah, and counter straight. Alright, let's bring counter straight here. And let's fiddle. Let's have a fidgemy-jib. A fidgemy-jib? Horrendous. Horrendous. You can go there, my friend. It's the corners that are the fucky ones, isn't it? We can't get the corners to work. Just a crying shame, because that's kind of the bit I'm focusing on right now. I want a curve. I want a corner to my shelf. What about if we don't have the extended bits? What if we just have the ends on it then? Right and left, eh? How would that work? Would that work? Let's find out. Ooh. Will the camera work? Probably not. It's a nice idea. There we go. Nope. A boo. It just merges a tad too much, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. Here's the thing, I could just turn clipping off and just nudge it in. But that requires me to be precise, and that scares me. Because what if my precision results in imprecision? What if I can't be that precise? There's a little seam, isn't there? Right, there's no little seams if you do it with clipping, with snapping. I don't think I can be that precise. I definitely don't trust myself to be that precise. There's a little seam, but is there a little seam with these ones? Yeah, okay, maybe that is fine. Maybe that is fine. Yeah, I don't like this being a straight line. That makes me feel sad. Let's... Okay, no, we can try this. It'll be a stress and an effort, but we can try it. We will have to make sure that we've got all forms of snapping turned off when we go to move it again. Otherwise, it'll just break apart into its snapped positions, which do not work for us. Yeah, I was going to say, don't tell me you two snap together perfectly. You don't. It was a nice idea, but you don't. Where's my arrows gone? Wish I could move the arrows sometimes. They always seem to be just off screen where I do not want them. I always want to see them more than I actually can. Come on. Just, there we go. That'll do for now. Yeah, that feels about right. I think it's as snug as the other one is. Alright, snapping is off. Let's try and move this thing. And by let's try and move this thing, I mean let's duplicate it and try and move the duplication, because we like to make backups. For not doing so scares me. Alright, something like this, just as a little like, oh yes, welcome to the bank. We are people that are bankers. What banking-based interests can I help you with today? You would like to bank things? Okay. Here, put them in the bank. You're done. That's how banks work, right? I know these things. I'm an adult. Oh, dear me. Just nudge you down a bit into the floor. Thank you very much. It's a bit submerged. Oh, it's a bit too submerged. It's because the floor's not even. Bloody floor, not even. Who built this? Nods. Sorry, Nods. A bit harsh, wasn't it? You, and you. There we go. Let's do some rotatey-waity. As is obviously the correct terminology, I'll have you know. Bring you over here. That foot's floating and it's stressing me out, but if I make that foot not float, then I have to submerge the rest of it in the floor. Oh well. Okay. That's a start. I want to move it further over. It annoys me. This gap annoys me. If I don't have the gap, then I have to submerge it further, which means I have to have everything else submerged. And oh no. Ah, that's alright. That could be worse, couldn't it? Yeah, it could be worse. Right, let's leave that there for now. Counters, potentially countered. Let's delete this one that's floating in the sky. We'll keep that one there as a backup, and we will delete the noble shells for now. Alright, that's a start. We've got a counter. This will be the little gap that the people squeeze in to do their banking. We should put a barrel in the way of it, or a chest, or a crate, or... Gonna have a shitload of chests in the vault. Oh, I'm excited for that. Barrel o' meat. No, we don't... Just want a barrel. Oh, maybe not that one. Don't know which one. Is that the same barrel? No, it's a shinier barrel. Well, shiny is objective, but it's definitely a barrel that looks different. Just something to sort of block the way a bit, so it doesn't look like you can just walk through into the bank. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. Scale you up a tiny bit after we've scaled you down, so really we're just scaling you down. There's no ups about it. Let's good you over here. There we go. Okay, you're not clipping anything there, are you? No, that's nice, that's nice. I like that. Let's fiddle with it some more. Plonk down baby barrel. Let's make it a bit less baby. It's I mean, it's cute, but it's not quite not what we're looking for. We're going to open barrel. Oh, let's not have that one. It looks freaky. It scares me a bit, quite frankly. Oh, it's oil barrels. That'll be why. Oh, dear me. Oh, well, we have to have one of these. That's very bankish. Oh, that's going to go in the vault. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to put just shit like that in a vault. Just have loads of gold and jewels and just fancy shiny things. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. These barrels are a bit weird, aren't they? Have we got any crates? They might fit the bill a bit better. Not the crate small. Kind of, but not quite. Crate small 2. No. Crate small 3. Bit better. Crate small 4. Sure, why not? It'll do. Twill, it'll do. Oh, it's a lot smaller than I realised, actually. Here we go. So, just gonna shove you back on the floor again. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Will it do nicely? I don't like that gap next to the other counter. I'm just gonna call it a bar again. It's not the worst. Yeah, let's put that in that area. Let's rotate it so it's got that side on that side. I want the X on that side. Not for any reason, I just want it. Just makes me brain happier. Yeah, alright, we'll keep that there. What other crates have we got? We've got long crates. Saucy. More long crates, and more long crates. Let's keep this one because it's the same. It's number 4 and this one was number 4, so it's the same style but different shape. What do we want for this one? don't we just put you on top? Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Yeah, just something like that. Yeah, just to sort of bulk up the area almost. I want it to feel a little bit sealed off in that area. I want that corner to just feel very much, you know, blocked off. Sure, you could just hop over the counter, but, you know, it'd be a bit rude to do that, wouldn't it? Alright. Boop. That'll do. Oof, no, it won't. It's submerged in a crate. Well, a barrel, but probably also a crate, let's be honest. That's submerged in the wall. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right. Okay. I hate that, but we'll get back to it later. Not the biggest fan of that, but it's a thing. It certainly does exist. Right. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Wonderful stuff. I am feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit, well, less overheated, quite frankly. Okay, so that's there. The bank person, maybe they can have a chair or a stool in the corner. Do we have stools anywhere? We have bar stools. That'll do. Here's the thing, the bank's gonna look fancy, but the, we could have one covered in ice. Maybe not. But the people that work here are not gonna have the fanciest of times. They're not gonna be like, oh yes, I work at the bank. I am surrounded by jewelry and riches all day. They're going to be like, oh yes, I work at the bank. I'm surrounded by jewelry and riches all day, but it's all out of my reach. I sit on a bloody wooden stool in the corner and count coins. It makes me sad. Like, they're not going to... bit harsh, isn't it? They're not going to, you know, be fancy people. They are working for the fancy people. Which is a bit too real, actually. It's a little bit too real. Alright, so the corners slope down a bit, which is funky, but it's got to make putting things in the corners a little bit awkward. We'll get back to that at some point in time, but that's okay for now. I like that as a counter. Yeah. I like that as a vague structure. It sort of fills that space. It gives off a vibe that I'm looking for. Doesn't look too out of place. It's okay for now. So then, next idea is I want like maybe a little desk over here, a little like side bit, maybe just a side bar here. Let's go back to the noble stuff. It's good, a little, like noble cupboard or end table. End tables go. Ooh, not that kind of end table, although that kind of end table could work in here. I do like that. Maybe on this wall somewhere. Honestly, we could have end table like here. Yeah, next to this. We could put like a little note on it or something, or a key, or I don't know. Probably neither of those things, but it's cute. I like it. Maybe a little sign that's like warning. Or like a reassurance to the customers that's like, yes, we do have a hole in our wall. Yes, you can see the vault. We promise you it's safe, you know. Something like that. You know, a little lectern. Bit strange, isn't it? I only want to do, it looks like a little writing desk though, doesn't it? A little like, you know, when you go to a bank and they've got the little like writing standy bits of the pens on chains. They're like attached to it. You can go and write out your checks and bits and bobs. Cute, isn't it? Noble desk 1, noble desk 2. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Dearest me, right. That's cute. Something a bit like that. Have we got anything smaller? That's the thing I'm thinking currently. Got anything that's like that, but just not quite as much, eh? Eh? How do we feel about that? Eh? We feel good. Not bad. Not bad. It fills the gap. As I keep saying. That's the goal. Fill up the area. I don't think I want to spend too much time on this area. They say as 1 hour and 9 minutes has passed and we have yet to actually establish the vault. So do you know what? Let's do that next. But yeah, I don't spend too long on this thing. This is more of just sort of a fun little practice thing. To just be like, I want to create a small little area and just see how it can do, you know? Alright, that can go over there. We could just duplicate this. We could just duplicate this and use this as like the back wall. Oh shit. Help, it's moving. Because we want the back wall. We want something that is going to let us... Oh, blimey. Maybe we shouldn't use this thing. It's bloody oh my god, it's uncontrollable. We want a frame. We want a wall. We want... Not that building. It smells. SMDF. There we go, bring up the weird ones again. Just something like... Not quite like that, thank you. We want just something so that when we can look into it, there's a wall and a floor. You know? That's the dream. Just a wall and a floor, and that's all we need. Wall, kitchen. Kitchen walls are so cute, aren't they? We had kitchen walls. Do not know where they come from, but they're very gorgeous. Maybe the SM stuff isn't it. Maybe we go for a different look. Do I want a different look? Is that what we're going for? It's the jail cell 2. Fuck it, let's put the jail cell 1 back down here. Let's bring that one over here. And we can just... Deal. Alright. So yeah, something like that. And then we have an area inside there. Not in that positioning, because that pillar there is... Yeah, we don't like that at all. But that idea, that shebangle. Something like that. So if we're up here, the closest we can see is just that. I kind of like that, with a little archway around it. Do I like the archway? Maybe not. But I like that as a... You can look in and go, oh yes, this. Well, you can't get any further into it. We just need to build the scene, right? We just need to build what you can see from this view. So it's just going to be like... We don't need to worry about these corners too much. It's not bad. It's not bad. I was hoping for something that wasn't quite this. So I'm going to keep looking. But it's a nice... It's a good backup to have, you know? Alright, fuck it. Let's look in architecture or whatever it's called. Clutter... No, architecture. That's what it is. It's not... We don't want to go to architecture, do we? No. No, architecture has coffins in. That's scary. Items. World objects. Dolls, furniture? No, it's not. It's under dungeons. Might be it. Might be under dungeons. Do I? No, not under that. They're just container. Oh, that's probably why we're doing wrong there. Static. There we go. Static's what we're in for. Static's the good stuff. Oh, you know what it is, yeah. Dungeons, furniture. Architecture. There we go. What do we want? Farmer hut, no. Farmhouse, no. Interior, no. Rubble, no. Stone wall. Stone wall. Stone mall? No. No. It is not that either. But it's a nice thought. Stonewall Terrace. What do y'all look like? Let's just delete this one for now. I don't like it. Why have I... Sorry, my chat was being weird for a second then. What are you? Stonewall Terrace. Oh, bloody hell, you're not what we want. Yeah. You are, in fact... Yes, you're that, and we don't want that. But it's a nice thought. Walkways. Walkways. No. No. Nice idea. High Hrothgar. Do you think we could have the thing be High Hrothgar? The vault. No, it's a bit too big and fancy, isn't it? A bit too grand. Markarth. Ooh, any Markarth interior stuff? What we got? Civil War. No. Dome Ruins Arches. I'm sorry, I'm yawning again. Oh, dear me. No, I think that's not quite what we want. We don't want that. Algron House. No. Riften. Any inside-y Riften-y bits? What are you? God help, I've just zoomed in and mean to. There we go. What are you? Just holding the wall. We don't want that. That doesn't really give me secure vibes. That doesn't give me a vault. I'm not into that. Nah, Riften's not it. Clutter Docks. Interior. Interior? Ah, it's Riften Interiors. Skyhaven Temple. Rubble pieces. That's not really what I had in mind. Oh, it's... No, we can't have that, apparently. It's disallowed. Solitude. Solitude might be a good idea. Interiors, yeah. What are you? Fucking invisible, that's what you are. Walls of Solitude. Something like that could maybe work. if we just like... Let's turn our clipping on. Good old friend clipping. When has that ever hurt us? Something like that, maybe? Something to think about. I'm going to very quickly go for a 2-minute break. I'll be back in 2 minutes, as the name suggests. But until then, take care of yourselves. I'll be back very, very shortly. Okie dokie. I have returned. Hello, everyone. Ah, dear. Right, water. Don't need to squeal. Right, back we go. We were making a vault. I checked on the potatoes while I was downstairs. They look good. They look so good. I'm so excited. Oh, I get to eat jacket potatoes. Hell yeah. Ooh, I like that wall. Ooh, what's that one called? Wall Sol 1. That is some good shit right there. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. We like that a lot. Does it have 2 sides to it? Oh, that's cute. Which side do we prefer? I mean, it's tall and it's got a weird shape at the top. So if we wanted to have, like, 2 of them... Yeah, they don't clip together well. We can't have that. That's a shame. Oh, the square one might. Yeah. Or it might not as well. We shall find out. Doesn't really, does it? Doesn't really, does it? Why are we just finding all the awkward pieces today, huh? Why can't we just find things that clip together really nicely and we can just build a thing, you know? Why can't we just build a ring? How hard is it to create a fake facade? No, we don't want you. We don't want you. I don't think... We're probably not even looking in the right section at this point. Let's check... Tents. Tents. Yeah, there's a section for tents. Whiterun. Whiterun. Buildings. Guard tower. No, maybe we're not looking in the right area at all. Let's check... Not architecture. Let's go to dungeons. Let's go dungeons. Let's... Don't want caves. Don't... Imperial might be good. Imperial might be good. Imperial might be good. Ooh, we might go Imperial. Right. We might go Imperial. By that I mean we might choose Imperial for the design for the thing. I wasn't meaning we're going to suddenly, you know, create an Imperial character. That would be silly. Right, Imperial door with a hole. No. Imperial bridge spot. Imperial more bridge spot. Bloody hell, this stuff's huge. I just want walls. Where? It's so hard to just have a bloody wall. Yeah, apparently it is. I just want straight. Yeah, there we go. Nope, that's too big. That's fucking massive. Ice block. No, where's the rubble? I want a wall. Oh, dear me. Stairs. No, no, no. Towers. Definitely not. Wall. It's a fucking outside wall. I don't want into... Let's hang on a second. There we go. For fuck's sake. I should have really just been doing this the entire time. Small room. What do you like? Corners, braces, walls, walls, walls. What do you look like? That is, in fact, Imperial Dungeon interior small wall. Okay. So... Doesn't quite fit the vibe. That's a bit more rundown and beaten up than I'm looking for. It's a bit more wild. How does the small hall look? And that's just a hall. That's still small. Let's go with large room. Let's think then. Okay, it is obviously very fucking large, which is good. It's a good start. Large wall, no wall. Interesting. I like that as a function. What's wall 2 like? They're all quite green. I don't want the green. No, the green's a no for me. Otherwise, they're not a bad shape and they're not a bad like look or vibe, but it's just it's the green. I'm not a fan of the green. Okay, well we know that now. Dolls and exteriors. Let's just say no to Imperial then. Mine's Nordic. Nordic? Riften. Ratway Hall. Ratway Room. Oh, it's a big old thing, isn't it? Oh god, that's huge. That's not the right piece for us. Oh, these are... Oh, no, these are big old... Horrible... Oh my god, look at that thing. That's amazing. It's not what we want, but... Hall. Hall, hall, hall. Dirt mounds? No. Gutters? Ooh. Hall. Just a hallway. Just a hallway. Just... Could you think we could, like, make something out of this if we just, like, shoved a load together? Ah, damn it. Do you know what I should have done before I started streaming this game? I should have had, like, a little fiddle around with it for a good hour. Just to remember what all the pieces are and what they all look like and where they're from. You know, probably would have been beneficial. Nah, this is no professional endeavor. We just have a bit of fun. Okay. In theory, we could... How do we feel about something that's, like, has a roof, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Something like this, where it's, like... This sort of pit, almost. What have I done? I've turned on nav meshing. That sounds awful. No, thank you. Duplicate. E to move. There we go. Let's turn off local trans. Sad as that may be. Yeah, something like that. And then we do that and just make like a thing. Just a thing, you know? We give it a back wall. And then we like extend the thing over here. E was the wrong button. D is the right button. E is the toggle that. I'm learning. I'm learning. Slowly but surely, I'm learning. All right. And the over here. Right. Probably a bit overkill at the moment, but something like that. So it's sort of, it looks like it expands a lot further than it actually does, and then we just give it a back wall here. All right. All right. Well. How do you exist? I want something that's like this, but well, not like this. You know, I want. Oh hell, that's terrifying. See, I don't think these pieces are supposed to be used in the way we've used them. They're flickering quite a lot, which may not be a sign of anything, quite frankly. But do you know what we could? Oh, we could. Where's the fade to black one? Yes. What if? Not there, darling. Go a bit further down. Thank you. What if something a bit like this, so you can look through, and there's these just tunnels going off in different directions. Oh, I might like that. I might be a fan of that. Yes, I think I'm a fan of that. Oh, that's exciting. I'm going to delete you and rotate you. Where have you gone? Wrong way around. There we go. Clip you into place. Smudge you this away. Groovy stuff. Delete. Duplicate. Not delete. Different words. Similar meaning. Not even slightly the same meaning, actually, to be quite honest. Down here. Across there. And up here. And over there. There we go. Stuff. This probably might not even work, and this might not be something I want to work. I might look at it when we get in the game and just go, nah. But do you know what? That's what all this is about. We're just going to fiddle with shit and see what we like. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, cool. We learned. We learned that is an option, but we don't like it for this particular thing. But it's good to know that it exists in case we want to use it in the future. It's an option we've explored. It's an option we now know more about than we did before. This is a good thing. Oh, I've deleted the pot. I didn't mean to delete it. I meant to move it. Alrighty. Okay. So, that's that. Is that the right height? I've completely just ignored a height as the concept. I just sort of shoved it down and went, oh. What if we... It's got to be such a silly idea. Select all of it. Dear me. And then turn off snapping and just sort of wedge it in this corner a little bit better. Just something like this. That feels tastier. That feels tastier. It doesn't go into the wall at all, does it? Oh, does it? No. No wallage. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, just so it's a little bit easier to build up the facade. So you don't have to worry about people looking down and seeing a gap into the void. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. We can probably, let's be honest, trim this down by a segment or two. That's the thing. I know it looks quite excessive at the moment, but we're gonna make it. Gonna pop into the game any moment now and just sort of get our bearings and have a look around and go, okay, how does it feel now? How do we like it now with the changes we've made? And then we can fiddle with it, make it smaller and shrink it down, or, you know, where necessary. For example, this entire bit over here is just invisible, so it's where it's not necessary. It's a boop, a boop, a boop. To be honest, it sort of stops being visible like here. Let's just delete this entire thing. Let's just get rid of it all. Don't need it. Don't need it. We don't. Plonk you in there. Plonk you two over here. Good stuff. Right. That's probably still too big, but we'll give it a go. I think we should hop into the game now. It's been a hot minute since we last did. Hello, Bethesda Game Studios. Ah, dear me. You know what? I'm really excited for the one day. Sorry, I'm putting hand cream on. That's a weird noise. I'm excited for like 10 years in the future when I finally make some understanding of this software, and I finally, what was it called? Treasure room, yeah. Room. And I finally, you know, actually make something, and I go, yeah, I've made a thing. It's taken me so long, but I've learned so much, and I'm proud of it, and I like put it up, and then the new game release, like. I just know. Oh, I like that now. Yeah. It doesn't look perfect. You can definitely see that top. It's definitely not supposed to fit that up. But the handles, it's the handles that make it for me. Yeah, I like that a lot. There's no clipping with the void. There's a little bit of clipping of the wall. Maybe we'll change it at some point, but I'm happy with it for now. We can work on that another day. All right, this exists. This is a thing. It's all static, so nothing is interactable apart from the barrels, which maybe that's something we'll change at some point in time. I wasn't intending for them to be interactable. I don't think it's really relevant. Are we trapped in here? Surely there's a way out of here. We could just sort of, yeah, we could just, yeah, okay, maybe, no. There we go, wonderful. So that's awful. That's not interactable. Good. Ooh. Okay, so it is a bit more visible than it actually looks in the actual, you know, the viewfinder. The viewfinder? If we just smudge our way into here. See, from here, hang on. Smudge is not a word. In case you're wondering. From here, you can't see, you can see that, you can see the wall ending there. But only just, and it doesn't necessarily look like the wall's ending, it just looks like, it does a bit, it does a little bit. It's fine on that side. It's not the best on that side. The ominous tunnels to nowhere in front of us aren't my favourite thing. Here's the thing, we could just cover those up with some gold and shit. We could just cover those up with a pile of jewels. We don't need to worry about, you know, things existing that we don't want to. We can just smother them in piles of golden pottery or whatever, you know. It's all opulent and bullshit. Yeah, alright, so I think maybe tilt this entire thing just a teensy bit more, just tiny whiny bit further, until I'm properly happy with it. But for now, I think that's great. I think we're getting somewhere. I'm happy with that. I know it's a bit more green, and I said my problem with the other one, maybe the Imperial stuff was a bit green, but the Imperial is a bit more green than this, and this has got the central pillars. It feels a bit dingy in there, which is kind of what I want, and we're just going to brighten it up. We're going to shove a load of beautiful shiny things. I kind of wasn't keen on it being a different look interior-wise to here. I wanted it to all be similar, but I like it different now. I like it different. Alright, it's maybe not my favourite, but we'll see how it goes, and we can always delete it and do something new. But I'm liking it so far. So what we're going to do is the thing we were talking about. We're going to grab all of this, a load of good stuff, and we're going to turn off all of the snapping because we want to rotate things. Just touch that way. Great, that was a touch more than necessary. Or touch more than I wanted to, really. Okay, so where are you in regards to the hole? Is there? Where's the hole? Let's line this up. Hole is that bit there. We can wedge you a bit in. We can. Because of the shape of this sort of this inside bit here, the walls, we can really wedge stuff if we need to. It's not a problem. Yeah, because that's not sticking out anywhere. That's still. Oh. There's a little bit of sticking out there. Just a tiny weeny bit. There we go. Can't have that. We can't have that. We can't. Has that altered that at all? No, I think that's okay. Yeah, there's there's not even a gap there, is there? Not even a gap. Good. There's a bit over there, but that also maybe isn't visible, and even if it is, there's this bit over here to sort of fulfill the illusion, I believe. Height. Something I forgot to check, but something that is probably a bit important. Do we want you lower, my darling? Do we want to just like... How do we feel about that? Yeah, I like that a bit better. Alright, cool. Stop touching it. We are fiddling. Groovy. Alright, so what's the next part of a pot of order? Sure. Point of order. There we go. Point of order. Pot of call. Bibbly bobbly boop. So... gold and shit. Gold and, in fact, shit. You. Hello, pottery. You are going to be my new best friend. I'm going to shove you everywhere and it's going to be great. So, put you down here. I'm going to shove you over here. In this little corner. Not a big fan normally of just shoving a load of stuff. that's all the same in one area, but for now we're just gonna, we can work on the finer details later. We're just gonna fill the space for now. Just give it a good sort of vibe, a good feel, so we can see if this is actually something we want to keep doing. See if we're happy with how it's feeling, how it's looking. And quite frankly, the pots are big, so they're good at filling in the gap. They are good at taking up space. That is what they do. Hello there. Oh goodness, Brain, you can do this. I believe in you. Sacrelitus? It's a cute name. I like it. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're well. But yes, pottery. Let's continue. We're just sort of building. I wanted to build something small and detailed and non-interactable. So we're building a little sort of bank, it's supposed to be. There's a little desk over here and stuff, and then there's a sort of hole in the wall where you can just look into the vaults where there's going to be, I don't know, a load of gold and shit. Just a load of things that look opulent as fuck. Alright, so that's that, sure. That exists. What do we want to work with? Let's go back to all. Type in gold. See what we can in fact see. Animal gold. What the fuck? Almost. Sacrilegious. 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 Okay, I like that. That's cool. Wonderful. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. Gold. We could just fill it with literal gold coins. Might take us a while. What about a really massive gold coin? What about like, blam, Mega Septim? This is where they stole the Mega Septims. You know, it's no, doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. That's gonna look so weird. But you know what? It's also gonna be really far away. So, does it havoc settle? Please tell me havoc settles. Oh, it does. Oh, excellent. I don't need to worry about putting you in fancy positions then. Okay, this is silly, but I want to make a giant stack of coins. Or a giant stack of giant coins. Let's settle you nice and proper. There we go. And we're going to go 1. We're going to go 2. We're going to go 3. We're going to go 4. We're going to go 5. And we're going to do 5 again because I wasn't happy with it. There we go. Alrighty. Boop, 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 boop. This probably won't work. Hey! Stack of giant septums. That looks ridiculous. That looks so silly. Those don't work at all. I'm happy with them. I'm kind of happy with them. If we rotate them a bit, just to get a bit of variation with the textures, otherwise it does look a bit strange. I know it's kind of a strange concept, but it also does look a bit strange if they're all quite like that. Working in the creation kit myself at the moment. Already, what you're making? That's exciting. If you're looking for a stack, there are some gold pal activators in the Dragonborn ESM. Now, I can tell you are someone who knows what they're doing. I do not. Sure, that'll do. That'll do for now. It's stupid as shit. I love it. I love it. Put a little smaller on the top. Just a little bit smaller. Just for size. That's so silly. That's not going to look good at all. I can't wait. I can't wait. Dragonborn ESM. Do I even have that data loaded? Oh my goodness, I don't. What a silly bean. DLC Gold Pal 01 and Gold Pal 02. I should have those loaded, really, shouldn't I? Okay, let's just load the data now. Yeah, why not? Let's click on all these things. They look very exciting. Still that was active. Wonderful. Save changes to plugin file. Yeah, go on then. Let's let this do this for a minute. My knowledge and experience with the creation kit is multiple master files selected. Oh, what does that mean? Don't know. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, do we just select that? Don't know. Let's try again. We got that set as active. We do. See what it does. My knowledge and experience with the creation kit is low. It's very, very low. But I have fun with it. I just basically use it as a pretty house building thing. I don't know why. I just find it fun. Maybe one day will like make a mod. Who knows? It will be small. It'll probably be a little house. It won't be very exciting, but it'll be something that I've made and it'll make me happy, you know? Oh dear, there we go. Yes, well. But that's probably something that'll happen maybe like 10 years from now. I was just saying that in 10 years, I'll be really familiar with this program. I'll have, got to learn it. I will have learned so many new things. I would have built so many new things. I'll be finally happy with it. I'll make a thing. And then the next Elder Scrolls might even come out, you know. Who can say? Just in time for me to have to learn a new thing all over again. Overhauling Dragon Bridge at the moment. Oh, really? That's exciting. What changes are you making? Are you just sort of like plumping it up a bit? Are you just adding a bit, you know, just a bit more filler, a bit more things? That's cool. I always like Dragon Bridge. I always thought it was a cool looking place. The Dragon Bridge gives it away. If I was to overhaul Dragon Bridge, I would add another bridge. I would just put another one. I would have to rename the village Dragon Bridges. I would just duplicate the bridge and just put another one next to it. That's my level of expertise and energy towards the Skyrim Creation Kit. Oh dear me. Oh, heavens above. Are we managing Creation Kit, my darling? Do you have some mods on Nexus? No. No, not at all. I have never made a mod in my life. I have, like I say, I use this software purely as a make pretty house thing, and then I keep it to myself and go, yeah, it's a pretty house. I'm happy with what I made, and then that's about it. That's. I have not made a single mod, and maybe I will at one point in time, but like I say, that's quite far away. I assume you have. Have you made some mods? Can you tell us all about it? It's exciting stuff. Oh, there we go. I've actually loaded something. Let's go back to a treasure room, please. Thank you. Gold. What are you called? Gold pile 01. DLC at the front of it. Ah, gold piles. What do you look like? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's perfect. That's exactly the space filler I want. Thank you very much. Oh, you've just saved me a lot of hassle. That's the good stuff. If we're making a treasure vault, that's kind of perfect. That is. Hello, camera, sweetie. Hello. Not supposed to face that way, are you, darling? There we go. That is the good stuff indeed. Blimey. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love it. You never know. People most likely like your creations. I'm sure they won't be hated. I just don't have any particular... Well, none of them are finished, quite frankly. I mean, they're not really finished pieces. I haven't even put some of them, like, they don't even have, like, locations in the world to enter them. You know, it's very... I would absolutely love to, and I have no doubt that they, you know, things... I could, in theory, make a thing, and it would potentially not be the worst thing, but, you know, it's... I've got a lot of things going on in life at the moment, and I would love to make a mod for Skyrim one day. I bloody well will. What's number 2 look like? Compared. It's just the same shit, right? Yeah, same shit, different vibe. I would love to, but it's not on my priority list at the moment. I just sort of use this program to just make things and just have a funky time. That's floating. That's not ideal. Dear me, these textures look so absolutely funky. In this sort of, well, in the creation kit, and they haven't been as funky in the game, which is good, and it's a nice stress relief, you know. Got a few smaller mods on Nexus. My profile is Antropholis V5, 6, 7, 8. I had to count then. Wow. Hey, I will look you up. That sounds amazing. Oh, wonderful stuff. I'm always so impressed and just overwhelmed isn't the right word, but just impressed and just astounded. Have we? I know we're getting to the end of the soundtrack. Let's pop it back to the start then. It gets a bit quiet towards the end, which is lovely, but it's, well, quiet. Yeah, I'm always sort of in awe. That's the right way of putting it. I'm always in awe of modders. People who make shit for free for games, just extra things. They just have so much passion and enthusiasm for the game. They're just like, I made an extra thing that's my own little thing. Have it. It's like, oh my god, that's like the coolest thing ever. People do that. People do that. That's amazing. So I will absolutely have to look into that. Sounds amazing. I recently released one called Fabulous Familiars. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good. What is it all about? Please feel free to self-promo all over this chat. I am... Tell me as much as you care to. I am fully involved. Involved? Fully on board. Definitely not involved. Alrighty. There we go. Groovy stuff. I don't think posting links is allowed in case you wanted to do so, but if you feel free to tell me all about it. However much you do or do not desire to. All right, let's just I'm getting very excited. And what have I done? Oh no, heavens above. I'm getting very excited and carried away with gold coins. So let's just pop into the game quick and see how it looks. I'm gonna be honest, I can guess what it'll look like. A pile of gold coins in a dark room. More than likely. Shockingly, I know. Wonderful stuff. Let's pop in. Pop, pop, away we go. A treasure house? House? No. Treasure room? Treasure room, that'll be it. Oh shit, help, we're inside. We're not supposed to be. There we go. Groovy stuff. Alright, we still got the door that doesn't quite fit, but we like the look of it, so we can just leave it there. Yep, nope, this is a room. This definitely exists. Yep, cool. Oh. My jacket potatoes are ready. Does that mean my jacket potatoes? Sorry, I'm just talking to my boyfriend. Hello.
It means 1 hour has passed.
Ooh, they'll be fine to leave them in. I think they'll need a bit longer anyhow. There's 3 of them.
Do you want longer?
Yeah, well, I've only got 50 minutes left on stream anyway, so it's okay. Thank you very much, Dan.
Do you
Sorry.
want to extend it by 30 minutes?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Jacket potato-based discussions, very important. Oh, dear me. It randomizes the animals that are summoned when you use the Call Familiar spell. Oh, depending on the person summoning them. That's cool. 22 different animals and 5 different spells, so 110 possible combinations, really? That's cool as fuck. I like that. That sounds so cool. I couldn't even begin to fathom how on earth you would create such a thing like that. That's amazing. Yep, no, this looks horrendous. Alrighty, bland AF. I love it. We can take these giant gold pieces if we so desire. Here's the thing. They look ridiculous. I kind of like them. I kind of like how ridiculous they look. And not in the stack as they are. They definitely want rearranging into maybe more of a sort of a relaxed stack, if anything. Or maybe just individual pieces sort of scattered around, like just a big one on top of the pile, like, oh yes, the mega coin. No. Alright, it's not the worst thing, but it definitely... We need more set dressing. We knew this from the start, quite frankly. We were just sort of plonking a few bits and bobs in to see... Oh, I haven't turned that back on. To just establish a vibe. I think I'm okay with that. I think it feels quite big. I did kind of want that. I like that we've got, you know, the small cramped bank interior with a little, like, tiny little counter there and a few little bits and bobs here. There's not much to move, not much room to move around in here. You know, it's this tiny little cramped thing, and then you've just got this little hole in the wall, and you can just see, boom. You can just see this sort of, it almost looks like endless vaults with these dark hallways. I want to cover these up a bit, because quite frankly, at the moment, it just looks a bit weird. It just looks like, oh yes, there's just a pit to nothingness, and a pit to nothingness, and a pit, like, I want to cover some of these up. Could we put some wooden boards over them? Ooh, maybe. But I kind of like that the vault itself looks like 10 times bigger than the than the actual bank. It's quite charming. Yeah, I like that. Alright, it's not perfect by any means. Probably never will be, but I'm excited for the direction it's going in. Whether this will be something I am happy with at the end or not, I do not know, but nevertheless, I'm excited to give it a go. If I don't like it, at least I learned. Alrighty, let's bring Giant Coin over here. Giant Coins do have a certain charm. They do, don't they? It's very silly. It's very, you know... If you want to create something that looks opulent as fuck and just ridiculously over-wealthy, a Giant Coin kind of does the trick. It just sort of leaning against a wall somewhere, something like just like that. Ideally not floating, but that, I mean, maybe that's not achievable. We'll leave that for now. We'll leave that for now. It's cute. It's funky. We'll see. Wooden boards. That was an idea, wasn't it? Wood. Okay, so that'll get us a lot more than... wooden bar stool, wooden chairs. Are we in the all? We are in the all. The all. We probably might have better look in dungeons, mines. There might be something in the mines. What are we looking at? Generic well. Definitely not what we're looking for. I'm just thinking like just sort of a wooden planked wall edge or some sort. Okay, balcony. Oh heck, not these stuffs. Scaffolding. Scaffolding might be the groove. Oh, not. Oh, scaffolding might not be the groove at all. Ropes? No. Scaffolding tops. See, in theory, I could just shove like that. And just be like, kaboom. It's a bit fenced off. I don't like the green. The green is not my favourite. They call it a mine. A mine! Absolutely. Yeah, I don't love the green, but that's definitely an idea. Not a bad thought. I like that. Sort of, it adds a bit more of a variety to the endless pits to hell, you know, instead of it just being this weird shaped room. You know, one's bodied off, one's got this in front of it, one's quite horrendous looking. You know, it's it's a nice vibe. Well, might be. Ooh, that's not green. Now that is in fact not green, and it is a good shape. Ooh, hang on, let's turn on some snapping, otherwise I'll never get this properly done. Having said that, we don't need it to be proper. If we want it to look a little bit ramshackle, and quite frankly it's wooden boards over a pit to hell, it's definitely going to look ramshackle. We could probably put it at a wonky angle and be happy with it. Alrighty. There we go. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. It's kind of silly. It looks a bit burnt, actually. I don't know if that's intentional. Ooh, it kind of fits the vibes of the stone. I like that. That's so silly. Silly is maybe not the word, but I like it. Local trans, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, sort of like there-ish probably feels best, right? Yeah, just at the front. Just at the front. Groovy. Delete you. Alright, that's a nice idea. Do we want it there? Do we want... Because when you're looking at it, that's sort of the first hole. The first pit to nothingness you see. Yeah, really we do, because we want the pits to be sort of things off to the side. We don't want just... Hello, black void. Like, it's not the most charming thing to look at, is it? What if we twiddled with you a bit? What if we just sort of... Oop, maybe a bit too much. Something like that. Yeah, sort of lean it a bit. Why not? Why not? I'm into that. Okay. Cool. Let's maybe think of a few more things instead of jugs. Have we got potentially anything other than jugs to go everywhere? We have vases. They do exist. Pots. Pots. Now that is a keyword that might get us somewhere. Oh, it also might get us every single potion to ever exist. Let's maybe filter it down a bit. Static. Right? Yep, no, that'll do it. That's pots. Those are in fact pottery. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Ah, yes, my old friend, darkness. That happens to be the bank. See, if I was being like super duper fancy, I would almost want to like theme ? The different sections of this place, like have a sort of a gold looking area, and then like as you get closer to this sort of boarded off bit, there's still valuable bits in here that are obviously valuable, you know, there's still like, you know, pots and things, but they're not as shiny, they're a bit dulled, you know, it's not particularly exciting. Almost not to do that. We'll see. Let's just focus on what am I doing with these gold coins other than horrendous things. These don't look great at all. Ugh. It's looking good. Hello, Flicky Dicky, you made it back. How's your food? We are progressing this far. We have made this much. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's messy, it's weird, it's nowhere near finished, but I like it as a vibe. Alright, coin. Let's bring you over here. My silly, wonderful friend. Just shove you on the floor. Yeah, that'll work. Where you at? Where are you at? Oh, not really how I wanted you to rotate, but I can understand why you do. I just want to bring it over here a bit. Because if you're going to be like a fairly prominent, you know, front-facing, you're a big thing. I want you to look cool, and I want you to be at the front looking cool. So let's do that. Look at all those septums. So many septums. And this one, massive. It's worth the same amount, but it's absolutely huge. Therefore, bigger and better, right? That's how that works, right? Right? I've got these lovely gold piles. They're gorgeous. Thank you very much for pointing those out. Yeah, they're great. I love them. I maybe need to figure out a better way to do them instead of just slamming them down quite like this. They don't look great the way I'm using them, but good to know they exist. Absolutely. If you have any questions about the creation kit, I'll try my best to answer them. Oh, that's very kind of you. I don't think I have any particular questions. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm sort of vaguely half following a YouTube tutorial, or a YouTube tutorial, one of many, and many varies, but I'm not really, I don't know, I haven't come across anything so far that I'm like, oh, I don't know how to solve this, because I haven't really attempted too much yet. I've just sort of been building scenery more than anything. I haven't really gone into any scripting or like, the most complicated thing I've done is create a custom bookshelf. That's as that's as fancy as it gets, and quite frankly, that was terrifying, and I messed it up about 5 different times. I still don't dare touch those bookcases in case something goes wrong. But no, I don't think I have any questions per se, but that's not because I know things, that's just because I'm not exactly adventurous at the moment. Those are great gold piles. I'm sorry, I'm very excited with them. Yeah, I'm not exactly trying lots. I'm not really... Yeah, you know. I could repeat the same sentence 5 different times, but it would still mean the same thing. Alright, those are definitely floating, so we definitely need something in front of them, or just to shove them down a bit. Yeah, it's just... Boop. There we go. Yeah, merge you a bit more into the wall there. I'm okay with that. I am. It's just for the funds. Yeah, I'm not exactly... I have no plans to do many exciting, important things. I'm just sort of here to shove stuff down and go, ooh, isn't that pretty? Which is cool and perfectly valid. It's definitely, you know, it's one way to use this software. It's never going to be as impressive as the people that use this software to, like, make actual mods. But, you know, it's definitely one way to do it. Alright, I think we can fiddle with piles of gold for 10 years and they'll still look like piles of gold. Let's move on from those for now. Let's shove stuff around a bit. I want some weird fucking vases. Pots. Not vases, pots. That's what I want. What have we got? I made a corn bolognese. That sounds so good. Oh, corn bolognese. Were you here, Flicky Ticky, when my boyfriend put some Yorkshire puddings? Come on, brain, you can do it. Put some jacket potatoes in the oven for me. They're nearly ready. I'm excited. Oh, dear. Oh, that's... Yep, okay, right. Not what I had in mind. Oh, dear. That's a tentacle statue. That's still not... Well, I mean, we can maybe have, like, an old god section. Like, oh, yes, some really weird person has stored their tentacle statue in here. Not going to judge them on that, quite frankly. Pottery. Ah, look at that. That's what we want. Some weird pots and things. How exciting it is, isn't it? I'm going to have a jacket potato. Yes, that is the peak of excitement in my life. No, I will not be taking criticism at this time. Oh, dear. Yeah, I like these. Oh, I like that. Fancy as fuck. Where else are you going to store your pots and your vases, if not the bank? You know, the questionable, dimly lit bank with a hole in the wall. I mean, that's where I'd store my pottery, quite frankly. It's a good job I don't have any pottery. Oh, dear me. Right. How are we doing? Potatoes, but aren't potatoes called spud? You're not eating spud. I'm not eating spud. I am not. This is, yes. Although, however, to clarify, for explanation reasons, we have a bearded dragon. His name is Spud. He's very, very cute. I love him very, very much. My boyfriend was in bed one morning and he was lazy and he didn't want to get out of bed, which is me most mornings, so I'm not going to judge. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring Spud up for you. He'll then, you know, bring up to say hello. And he was like, don't do that. Just leave him in bed. You know, Spud's probably sleeping too, right? And I walked upstairs, my like hands covering something. I was like, I brought him up to see you, and I passed him over, and it was a little potato with a face drawn on it. Yes, that is my form of humour. What do you mean? Oh, dear me. I am... Ooh, potions. Not really banky, but cute to look at. Potama's skull. Give a massive fuck-off skull, couldn't we? It's creepy enough. Yeah. Does it have Excel? It does not. Well, that's okay. I am the same person who got really bored one day during lockdown and took all of the mugs in our cupboards and put all of them outside on the patio. Path, really, not really a patio. and brought my boyfriend to it and said, "Oh, it's so muggy outside today," and he looked at it and just walked away in dismay. Just oh dear, that could almost look good in a... Oh, can we put that in the gold pile, do we think? The little skull? The little skull. Ah yes, this rather small skull to go with the rather small gold septum next to it. Oh dear me. Yeah, I like that, because it doesn't settle, so I'd have to place it very properly unless I submerge it in a load of gold. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's peak treasure room. Having a skull with a crown on it. That's very treasure room, isn't it? Oh, dear me. To be honest, this is a bit of a rubbish bank. Who just stores gold in a pile, right? That's not a very safe or sensible way to do it. How are you going to count it all? It could go missing, it could go lost. It's not stored neatly and safely. It's quite rubbish, quite frankly. It's a good job I don't run a bank. I see we have the same kind of humour. It's a good kind of humour, isn't it? I think it's wonderful. I would do. I'm the one saying it, right? Apothecary stairs. Ah, yeah, we don't want those. Potatoes border. What's that? What is that? Oh, that looks like an important thing. Pot. That's the jam. That's what we're here for. Pots and more pots. I wondered why we got the skull. Potamus skull. We have searched pot. That would do that, wouldn't it? No. I love these little pots and things. They're always great places to like hide gems. They are wonderful little creatures they are. Alright. We have been live for 2 hours and a minute, so we're going to keep going for a couple minutes longer, but quite frankly, we are near the end of the stream. And I'm tired. And I've got a jacket potato to go and eat quite... Let's be honest, that's the highlight. That's the real reason I want to bugger off, is I've got Jack and Potato calling my name. No, it has been a lovely little stream, though. Very quiet, very low energy. That's kind of my vibe, though, honestly. It's kind of what I'm here for. I like to have these streams every now and then, these little, like, low ones. These little... You know, we just chill out, we play a game, we do some dumb shit. It's great. Play a game. Ah, yes, this game that we are playing right now. Oh, dear. No, really, I do like these little quiet streams where I just... It's not very exciting, but it's the sort of stuff I would watch. You know, what have we just done? Ah, yes, the entire fucking building jammed in the... Test teapot. Aw, test teapot doesn't exist. Do we have any teapots? No, got a volcanic plateau. It's not quite the same thing. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Load Scream Steen. Oh, yeah, no, that's... Oh, we have to have some sort of Dwemer Centurion shoved in a corner somewhere. Oh, we have to. Or a Centurion bust. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Hell yeah. Oh, we can have that next to the skull. Oh, that's perfect. Like, so we've got the... we've got the Potamus crown on the Potamus skull. And then there's just this skull of a different variety. Just poking its head out. That's so cool. I love that as a vibe. That's ridiculous. It's perfect. Hell yeah. That's so silly. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Maybe put it a bit more that way. Yes. There we go. Skull friends. One of them's a Dwemer. One is just a skull. Alright, ready on base center. What am I? Scent. Spider Centurion static. Spider Centurion spider. Steam Centurion static. That's what we want. We don't want a you, but like smaller, please. Thank you. And we're just gonna plump you in a corner somewhere. Stand you up against something. Be like, oh yes. Someone's putting their toy Dwemer statue down here. It's hidden away in the vaults. The little Dwemer statue. Burp. I want to lean it against the wall a bit. It looks too rigid, just sat there. We have to just tilt it a little bit. Just sort of bump. Oop. Fuck. I think I just knocked it out. Oh, it's a good job it's not alive. I just smacked its head against the thing. Poor thing. Poor thingy. And to be honest, with the colour scheme it's got, I want to almost submerge it in some coins, which is kind of what I'm doing with everything right now. But it's fun. We've just discovered these coins, or we've just been shown these coins. I want to submerge everything in them. It's cool. It's a nice ground covering, you know. It gives a good vibe. The mystery of the Dwemer is quite the mystery. Yes, it is. They made some cool stuff. They did indeed. They made some cool stuff, including This little guy here. Oh dear. One of my favourite things to do in the creation kit is to just... It's to use the scaling feature, quite honestly. It's just to be like, alright, this is the normal size of this thing. What if it was now quite small? Or what if it was now quite big? You know, it's a lovely little... It unlocks a lot of options for you. It's a lovely creative solution to be like, alright, we have this thing. What if we need to make this prop? How do we make this prop? I know. How about this but tiny? Or like this but large? I love that. It's so silly. It's nonsensical. It's my favourite thing ever. I'm just going to board that one off as well. Just for it. We probably won't be able to see it. Nah, we don't. That one can be unboarded, as 'twere. Alright, should we go back to pots or not? Can you make dragons very small? I wonder if there's any static dragons lying around the place. We've got the dragon bridge. We're not going to do that. Ah, dragon statue, hang on. Oh, well, that's not 100% the statue I was thinking of. We should just search statue. I believe you might be able to if you are someone who is not me. Oh, hello. Should have a little tiny mage statue as well. No, it's covered in snow. Kind of looks a bit weird. Oh, Malakath statue, also snowy. Boo. Here's Grimoire's axe. Ah, yes. Tentacles. No, thank you. We've discussed you already. Thank you very much. Dragon statue. It's just these things, isn't it? Well, I say just these things. Should we shove Nocturnal in here somewhere? Oh, I want Nocturnal to be in here somewhere. This is such a messy and crowded looking thing already. Oh, I love it. Little mini Nocturnal figurine, little statuette, if you will, just stood in the corner looking spooky. Oh yes, please, I love that. Oh wow, she's gorgeous, isn't she? Look at that, the design. Sorry, I didn't mean to zoom in on her breasts. Just the design of the stone, though. That's beautiful. I love that, like the red cracks in it. It looks so well done. I love that. And it's a gorgeous statue. Look at the ravens, the crows, the birds of some variety. I love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. Right. We have been fiddling and, in fact, fobbling for quite some time. I'm going to shove down a light or two real quick. Let's find ourselves a lamp. Let's go to all. Don't like fire lamp. Ooh. Yeah, that all might work. Yes, that works with the glowing very nicely. Yes. Let's put one of you in here. Something like that, do we think? Yeah. Yeah, let's just put it around this corner so we can just pretend it's around this corner. As one tends to pretend things around corners. Ah. Is that the limited edition Nocturnal action figure with movable joints? Yes, it is. Oh, dear me. I want lantern, not lamp. That's where I'm getting messed up. Hold on, I'm glad we found that other one. Lantern with candle. Thank you. Oh, no, we don't want to. Thank you very much. None of this fancy stuff. And we're just gonna go back to the light section. Where's the light? Where's the lights at these days? They're not under static. They have their own section. Probably. Light. Ta-da. Orange flicker. You'll do. Let's just make you a little bit smaller because you're just a little candle, you are. Cool. Right. This is very, very basic. Very, very I was gonna say rushed, but I don't think it's rushed. It's just not really complete. Yeah, no, it's just not complete. That's all. It's just a little mock-up, a little first draft, if you will. Let's pop into the game, and this is the last change we're gonna make to it. We're just gonna pop in. We're gonna have a look and go, yeah, we have started to make a thing. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I didn't expect to make too much progress on this today. I don't think we have, but we've made more than I thought we did. Or thought we would. And there, bloody hell. There's alarm after alarm on today's stream. Blimey. A treasure room. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh, we're in the void of space. Awesome. Not where we wanted to be, but where we are nevertheless. Alright, one last look around at this place that we built this eventide. We have a candle. We have another candle. These are just shoved down. We have the vault. You can see much more over to the left than I realised. But there's no gaps. Well, there's no visible gaps. I like that. They've got, oh, look. Oh, I love that corner. We need to, maybe Nocturnal should go there. So she's just, if you look around the corner, she's just creepily poking her head out of the darkness like, hello, how's it going? I like that a lot. Yeah, I love this. The gold is looking a lot better. I love those. The little Dwemer bits and the skull sticking out. That's great. Maybe Dwemer statue over here could go lean against that corner. He's making this a bit crowded and a bit busy. I'm very happy with how it's looking so far, though. Very happy. And quite honestly, the light being around the corner, I have no issues with. We can maybe make a dangling light from the ceiling at some point, but yeah. Maybe board up one more of these ones on this side. I'm so happy with this. This is great. This is wonderful. It's just a little thing. I just wanted to make a small thing. Because I don't often, well, I do. Everything I made is small, but you know, I don't. Normally I set my sights way too high and then I go like, oh, why is it taking so long? Why am I not why am I not managing to build this entire building? Because I'm trying to build an entire building. So it's nice to sort of focus on something that's just purely a design. Just to sort of be like, I want to build this viewpoint. It doesn't have to be functional. We're not trying to make it like a player house. It's not chests that can open actual storage. It's just a pretty view of a bank vault, which looks weird if you zoom out. But all of that, all of this view is just a pile of shit in it. I love it. It's my favorite thing in video games. Right. Thank you all for watching. This has been a cute little stream, a quiet little stream, a cozy little stream, if you will. Schedule-wise, pop onto the screen. I'll be back next on Friday, playing some more WoW, some Burning Crusade Classic, having a nice time in the Ghostlands, as one does. And then Saturday we're going to finish off with some Elder Scrolls Online again. We are finishing off the quests in Blackwood, which I'm excited for. Well, no, actually, to be honest, we're going to be doing more side quests in Blackwood, and then we might finish off the quests in Blackwood. So, getting stabbed on Friday. Oh, really? Oh, congratulations. I hope it goes well. I presume you mean vaccination. I don't, you know, that tends to be the assumption. I hope it goes well. I hope you're well. Best of luck. Best of luck. I hope that goes really well for you. Hell yeah. Exciting times, though. Well, maybe it's scary. I can understand that, but definitely exciting nonetheless. I hope that goes well, friend. All right. Thank you all for watching. You're all wonderful, wonderful people. Take care. Look after yourselves. Just a reminder, we do have a little Discord. Plop that there. And, of course, I'm just going to shove some pride and some love in chat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for existing. And take care. I'm going to go eat a jacket potato. Bye-bye.